Can you talk a little bit about how you both have created work environments where working moms can thrive?
I remember when I was Dean of Science, which is 2 jobs ago, at the University of British Columbia, we encouraged new parents to bring their kids in, and I would walk around carrying the kid. And I had so many female faculty members come up to me and say, oh my goodness, I never could imagine seeing a Dean of Science do that. So this whole idea, so when we have our back to school party, we invite everyone to it, so all of our staff, so our dining services and facility staff, we invite them to bring their entire families. So we have babies, we have face painting, we have photo booths, we have all this kind of stuff. But simply being a place that values families as well as the people who actually work for you.
So we've made it super easy for them to come back to work, and it's basically an agreement with their manager. We've said we're making it safe for a manager to allow the parent to work from home, to be flex hours, to be ultimately flexible, because this somebody who's really valuable, is going to be a long-term employee, so we don't require them to be in the office all the time. You're a pretty good example, actually. So Karen works, she's one of the most senior executives in the company, and she works on Bouchon Street.
In my house, not
in her house, and then 2 days in her house.
I think she wants you to start an office here.
She does.
SLO.
And she's able to manage her kid and be able to work from home, and we try to do that with as many people as we possibly can. We have probably 400 remote workers who don't go into an office. That's out of 8,000 employees, so it's a pretty reasonable percentage, and it matters a ton.
Yeah, I think my favorite story about the accepting culture is when we launched our IPO initially, we had to change the date because of some market conditions, and so it ended up being the day, the first day of summer, where my daughter had a new summer nanny, and I just wasn't comfortable leaving her with a new nanny and not being around to sort of help support the transition. So I went into Blake when we moved the date, and I said, I'm going to bring Nat to work the day we launch our IPO. And it was such a profound moment for me and for her. And she got to see what we do, which was unbelievable. In fact, at one point we were having our company meeting, and our general counsel was telling the company, we're in quiet period, you have to be really cautious about what you say. And I was talking to somebody about the IPO, and Natalie goes, Mama, you're not supposed to talk about that. And I said, don't talk about that. But it was so great, and it was really great for my team too to see, and for everyone to see. Launching an IPO is a huge deal, and it was a big ask of us that day. And my daughter at the time was trailing around with me around the office, and it was a pretty profound experience.